Hey everyone, Chris the Thrift Shop Hustler. Another What Sold on eBay today. Once again, I'm Chris the Thrift Shop Hustler. Definitely go down there and click the subscribe button, bell for notifications. We do these shows every day, or at least I'm trying to do these What Sold on eBay shows every day. So I really appreciate everyone's support. If you learned anything on today's show, definitely go and click the like button. I really appreciate that for sure. So let's get right into it. Today, first up, we have this Funko Fun Days 2018 Freddy Spaceman Robot, silver and blue. This sold for $54.99 with $5.99 shipping. I bought a mystery box for about $50. It had three different types of Funko Pops in there. They were random. I happened to get probably one of the best boxes that you could have possibly gotten in this series. And so we'll talk about those other figures maybe tomorrow or the next day. But the first figure I got was this one, $54.99 plus shipping. We've talked about Funko stuff in the past. As a matter of fact, I'm going to leave a link up here on YouTube for that Know Your Stuff Funko video. And as a matter of fact, I should probably redo one of those, as maybe the information has changed, but I seriously doubt it. Next up, we have this PlayStation 1 Broken Sword 2 Arc of Time Alone in the Dark. This is actually a very older, PlayStation 1 kind of tips and tricks book. This is actually a paperback, the size of a paperback. It was pretty rare. I didn't really see many listings of this book at all. It was in amazing condition for the age. And I picked this up when I've told you guys before I purchased that 1200 DVD collection, and there was a couple boxes of books that I was able to pick from this huge collection of books. This happened to be one of them, so I paid probably about 10 cents for this. Anyways, I sold this for $13.99 with free shipping. That's how it shows you how old this listing was. A lot of my newer stuff over the last few months do not have free shipping, as we've talked about this before. That I think free shipping is a scam. Definitely, for me personally, whatever your business is, that's up to you. But for me, I don't do free shipping anymore, especially when I've gotten caught up with doing sales and promoted listings, and then you forget that you had free shipping on. It's just not worth it. Charge for shipping. Do yourself a favor. Next up, we have this Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets. This is a true American first edition. And for those that don't know how to find out if your Harry Potter hardbook covers are first editions, I'm going to leave a video up here. I did a video a few months ago about how to see if your Harry Potter books are first editions. It's really it's super easy. I mean, there's a little bit of kind of knowledge and kind of it's not as easy as it looks, but once you see that video, you'll definitely see. Anyways, I took a best offer for this I think for like $34.99 or something like this. This shipped medium mail. I ship all my heavier books medium mail. It just makes sense for me. And so far, knock on wood, I've never had an issue with customers complaining about the waiting time. Even though you got to make sure that you set up the shipping for medium mail. Just don't put like medium mail in your description and then ship it and then say first class, in your in your listing. You can get get a little sideways on that. But anyways, definitely check out that video. Harry Potter books, you're gonna come across these everywhere. There's not a week that goes by that I don't find a Harry Potter book, but once you learn the tricks on how to see if it's a first edition, and for the most part, definitely look inside these books because you never know if you'll find a J.K. Rowling autograph, which they're in there. She's signed a good number of these books over the years, so there is that. Next up, we have this 2002 Kid Says The Kid Stays in the Picture by Robert Evans. This is an audiobook. I picked this up at Goodwill of all places. I rarely find anything of value in Goodwill anymore. The days of every once in a while you'll find some things that sell really well in Goodwill, but for the most part, Goodwill to me has lost its luster over the last 4 or 5 years. I was lucky enough to find this. Don't sleep on audiobooks, especially when you see them that are sealed. I usually will only scan the sealed ones, though I've probably passed up audiobooks that were open that are worth a pretty good amount of money. But I always look up the sealed ones. I think I paid like $2 for this. This sold for $41.99 with $5.99 shipping. Don't sleep on audiobooks. Next up, we have this 2 Lego base plates. This is a 48 by 48. Now, that's not inches. That is actually little dots that you see, the little pegs. That's how usually Lego people go by if you're selling individual pieces. When I buy collections, I actually will separate the plates and put them in their own separate auction as a lot. This one happens to be two huge plates. I've seen these plates sell like for like $20 each, to be honest, and I think I paid like 50 cents each. There's two of them here. Sometimes they need some cleaning. All you need to do is just get like a little bit of lukewarm water, some soap, and you can scrub these down very well. They're made out of plastic, pretty heavy duty plastic, so don't be afraid to wash your Legos. Just make sure that you dry them properly. You don't want them to get waterlogged and then they get gross when they get that. You want to clean them and then dry them. I didn't have to do. I did like minimal cleaning with this one. I think the bottom of the base plate on one of these was kind of dirty, but I just took some Windex and a paper towel and cleaned it right up. But don't sleep on Lego base plates, especially the large ones, and just make sure they're in good condition. They're not bent, because what happens since they're plastic, if these things get bent, they don't they've pretty much lost their a lot of their value, because they're plastic, so when they get bent, you see that weird little white mark that goes across the whole thing, and they're hard to sell when they're in that condition. Especially some Lego collectors are super picky, so just be warned about that. Next up, we have this 1999 ornament collection from Starbucks. I think I paid like $3 for this. It's actually pretty high for an ornament, to be honest. I try to stay under $3 for these things, but I sat on this for about a month. It sold for $13.97 plus $3.99 shipping. Always don't sleep on ornaments either. I've seen, you guys have seen this all the time. I love ornaments. I love researching them. There's a lot of them that are worth a pretty good amount of money, and maybe I'll make a video about ornaments one day. And like I said, I need to get a notebook next to me, because there's so many ideas of videos that I should probably make. Anyways, just make sure when you sell these things they're packed well. I had to open this up and stick some dunnage paper inside, some craft paper inside this, because you don't want this thing to get loose in that package when it's shipping and break and things like that. Always be mindful about shipping. Next up, we have this PlayStation 4 Far Cry 5, $24.99 plus $2.99 shipping. This is actually one of my son's games. He wanted to sell some games, and I will say one thing: PlayStation 4 is probably one of the better, fastest selling games if you can get a hold of them. Of course, some of them are garbage, but in the whole of video games I've sold this year, PlayStation 4 stuff, wow, dyslexia, sells very fast. Even if you can find these for $2 or under, you can still sell them like super fast. Once again, I am Thrift Shop Hustler. I hope you appreciated this show. If you do, definitely click the like button, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments below if you have any questions or anything like that. I love reading your comments every day, and I'm glad to be back. We're going to try to do these What Sold on eBay Today videos every single day, and hopefully we'll have a Know Your Stuff video out sometime tonight. I'm thinking about doing McDonald's teeny Beanie Babies, as weird as that sounds. There's some people that still think Beanie Babies are worth a good amount of money, and they're not. They're not. And especially the McDonald's ones. That was like 20 years ago. Anyways, I'm Chris, the Thrift Shop Hustler reseller on Steemit, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.